government's policy on free SHS was to make it free and wholly free, as was defined in the policy for every Ghanaian or any person who wants to, patronize our public institutions. I mean, it's a policy that has started, have some years. People think it should be reviewed, but government still believes that the policy is either still in the embryonic state or mid-embryonic state or post-embryonic state, but we still let it have to be as it is. That is government policy and government direction. Then there are those like my friend Abuja who think that all the problems in our educational sector at the senior high school level is as a result of free SHS. That is
but they've been worsened.
No.
Overcrowding,
that is unbelievable.
Food, lack of food
2
money
weeks
coming
ago,
on time.
2 weeks ago, I had to pay monies from my pocket to kind of, is the right term to use, to cement 2 classrooms in a community called Yamfo in the Tano North municipality. I had to use my pocket money. When the head teacher approached me and spoke to me about it, I went to look at the school. I gave them money, I bought them cement, everything, and they did it. This is basic school. It is not free as like we talk about it. But there are inherent problems. The fact that there are problems with our senior high school system cannot be the issue of free senior high school. You understand? So let us not. Has it not
worsened overcrowding?
No. I mean,
we can separate the issues.
Under the NDC, there was no free senior high school, but people were living under trees. Okay,
schooling
under trees. So we cannot say.
But what about the food shortages?
I mean, we have been in this country where for months students were not getting food at the senior high school. There was no free senior high school. If there are problems, let's deal with the problems. I agree.
340
Bernard,
million cedis.
I agree. There are problems in our educational system. There are problems with feeding, problems with sanitation, problems with bed and everything. Hospital attendance is not free in this country.
No, but let's be clear.
No, but
there are problems with education.
That is what I'm saying.
But in the past, the schools had a bit of IGF. People were paying fees. They had a bit of money. Now the liquidity problem means they have nothing.
But I agree with you.
So even though we always know that the monies are paid in arrears, the schools did not have an empty bowl to deal with. But the free SHS means that all the money comes from government. And this is not like District Assembly Common Fund that you are paying in arrears. This is operational money for a school.
I understand.
So you are not being candid if you say, because we've had problems in the past, you can't attribute it to free SHS.
No, I'm saying that it is absolutely wrong for anybody to say that the problems in our senior high schools are as a result of free SHS.
We didn't say that. We said they have been worsened.
I'm coming. I listened to him very well.
I'm talking to you.
No, I know you're talking to me.
I'm saying that the problems have been worsened.
I know you're talking to me, but I need to clear the misconception you put in the minds of people.
Asking you the
I
question.
schooled at Bama Senior High School and Bechem Presec. It was not free senior high school, but 2 months were in darkness. But there was no electricity.
So it's a different discussion.
So there are problems with our high school system. I agree. Some of them may be as a result that it is free. But we cannot say that because there are problems with the senior high school system, let's scrap free SHS. And that is going to be the panacea.
Nobody has said that.
That cannot
the minister said it will not be reviewed.
Yes.
You are an economist.
That is government policy.
A review. Why won't it be reviewed?
No, government policy is that funding free SHS is not the problem. Okay? And that is why we put together, because all along you hear people say, "Oh, we have to borrow so much because of free SHS and social."
But the president himself has said financing free SHS has been tough. He said that at the end of last year.
I'm not saying it is not an issue, but I'm saying that is not the main bane of the problems we have as a country. So don't let us boss everything. If you want to look at the critical expenditures that are eating up this government, if you do the stats. Government social interventions, all of them put together for the past 5 years, it's just about 15 billion cedis. But we had to spend about 12 billion cedis just on COVID. We had to spend about 25 billion cedis on financial sector cleanup. So I'm coming. So what I'm saying is that the totality of expenditure on government flagship programs do not measure up to anywhere near the expenditure we have made on other things. So there are problems. Absolutely. Nobody denies that fact. But don't let us make the argument to say that once you scrap free SHS or you take away the burden cost, then all the problems are solved.
Maybe you are
That is
misconstruing